Shalom everyone, I hope that you're doing fantastic. Thanks for joining for a daily reading. Happy birthday, happy anniversary, all that kind of stuff. So, those of you who have not ran across the element readings and the cardinal, mutable, and fixed sign readings, those can be found down below. Those will run through, some of them will run through the 4th. And some of them will run through the 5th. So if you miss those, they're all down below. Okay, let's just go ahead and jump in here. Jehovah, I just appreciate you for the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. What do you want to bring out here for this group on this channel? I just invite the spirit of knowledge and wisdom. I thank you that you just bind, block, and rebuke every negative, dry, wicked force and command it to go straight to the pit of hell where it belongs. Jehovah, rebuke you. What do you want to bring out here? Sweet divine of the universe. So we have the ring coming out here. And, we're in the 7th house. It's 25, which is the 7th house. So did I say happy birthday and happy anniversary and all that stuff? If I did, I guess you get it twice. I've been up since about, the 2 o'clock hour. I laid there in my bed for a long time, and I just finally got up in the 3 o'clock hour. And so I've been up for a very long time. Okay, so y'all just be patient with me. I've had a whole pot of coffee as well, but it is what it is. This is commitment. Some type of an agreement is here, or a proposal, or some type of a contract of any kind. Obviously, this is marriages, partnerships, cycles of things. This can represent forever, or things that feel like they've taken forever. Contractual things with the 7 vibrations, especially with the sun being there right now, right? So it's either positive or negative. I did a reading on my other channel, and the divine brought out wording that your ending was going to be better than your beginning. That's positive. Depending on, what you've been through. If you've worked through your process, then your ending is going to be better than your beginning. But we've got contractual things really coming out here, and some people's really went through some hard things where contracts are concerned and where forever is concerned. Okay, well, forever takes us back to forever, the beginning of existence, eternity, in time, out of time. Here we are all the time, forever and ever stuff. She's holding a rose. I'm just going to take my time here. Because I got a lot of stuff, people going through my spirit today. And it really started off in a very profound way with me this morning as the divine woke me up this morning and began to download some things into my spirit, even secretly. What I mean by that is I feel the spirit. And even though I may not know what he dropped down in there entirely, I felt something in my spirit. I perceive it. Okay, this person's holding a rose. Your name could be Rose this morning, I don't know, but a rose has thorns on it, and this is a rose is connected to love, right? It's connected to this ring, forever, and forever. And the rose being connected to that with thorns on it. And yet it's beautiful. And it's the expression of the word love itself. And people want roses. But then when the thorns come with it, then there's war that comes with the rose. And the ring. And the contracts. And all of that. And the deals. And whatever that is. Cycles. But it's forever. So how are you going to get rid of forever? Can't. It's always going to be forever. The rose is beautiful, and so are the thorns that are there, because it teaches us a lesson, what to do and not to do. And some people learn quick and some people don't. And the stem has thorns all down it, or you can be found in many places on the stem, right? But without the stem, we don't get the beautiful rose with it. And she's actually holding the stem, knowing that with this commitment comes piercing things sometimes that I have to pass tests within those moments of going through that hardship, in this commitment, in this forever, in this payment of whatever I'm getting into, in this joy. It's all look, let's look at a woman having a baby. Oh my God, we all know that and if any of you women who have literally had a natural birth, and I had it both ways. I had both my children, I had them naturally, but my oldest son, I had an epidural, so I just felt the pressure of it. My second son, I felt every inch of that kid, every inch of it. But after the baby is born, when you're going through it, it's like, oh my God, oh my God. But once it's over, and then you get a new set of thorns that come in its place, and you get the growing process, and then you got to get up in the middle of the night and everything else. But it's still a beautiful process. So it's life itself showing itself out here for us. Commitments. The good, the bad, the ugly. And all of it's beautiful because we grow from that place. It's huge. And one of the words that the divine brought out was honor one another. So we got the ring here. We got the ring here. Who doesn't want to be in a commitment to know that even if it's really crappy right now with family or friends or your spouse, if you're choosing to stay there. Some people have gotten divorced and they know they're not going back, but you've come to a place within the thorn that you forgive yourself and others and move on so that you can get to the beautiful part of it and stick it up to your nose and smell it and be thankful that you came through whatever you went through, however you got through it. It's part of your forever existence, okay? And the next generation, spiritually. It's huge. The ring is huge, people. It really is huge coming out here. Because it does go back, it's a 25. It does go back to the scales. We've seen the Justice card today. And the first reading that I ended up deleting on my channel was the DA that came out. And it did come out then on my second reading. And so there's abominable things there in the negative of the ring. That's where the thorns come in. The thorn. Let's look at the thorn. The thorn is a predator to us. It's piercing, right? But it's not impossible to hold that and be okay with it. Like I said, we learn from that place. We learn how to be even. It's like getting up and walking, man. Look, the thorn, we take it to the devil energy because we can take it to the devil energy. In the Hebrew, it goes to divine grace with that thorn. Divine grace. Who don't need grace? All of us need grace, people. We all need grace forever. It's been taken care of. The ring's coming out here for us. That's huge energy just in one card. It's really huge just in one card coming out here. Like just in the message right there. I'll just take one more and end it with these cards. And the fox is going to come out here. Give me just a second. We sure been seeing a lot about that fox, haven't we? What's at the bottom here? Yes, the cross and the sickle, cutting the rose, cutting the rose. We'll just take these. And then being at a crossroad. I guess I'll do 5 cards. Because 5 actually can take us back to a number of grace. Was real hard energy coming out here. That's a big choice for somebody today. Or somebody made a choice and cut the rose, and you're standing at a crossroad for whatever reason that's come out, hopefully to find grace through whatever's taking place. We had a cheater that came out. This is cutting energy here with the fox. We had a cheater that came out in the reading on my other channel, but it stated that your ending was going to be better than your beginning. Because grace comes from the cross, right? Yes, it does. This is a spiritual test and suffering that we go through. When the fox comes to try to trap you, be real cunning and intelligent in what it's trying to do. Okay? Because it comes to test within the commitment to see if you're going to pass it. If you don't, you get cut away. Because this is danger energy here with the sickle. Breakups with the sickle. But like I said, some people have already went through this and they're finding grace, and they're standing here at a crossroad with a decision to have to make. Let me grab some words here and see what Jehovah wants to bring out about this, because it's a lot of hard energy showing itself here. But if the divine stated that somebody's ending was going to be better than their beginning, then he's given another chance. You know, the circle of life, right? It's everything, but it's nothing at all. But what do you want to bring out about this energy? This is really tough energy coming out here. The key. Knowledge. Having knowledge is what allows us truly to hold that rose, even knowing there's thorns on it. And appreciating it more when we understand it. It's a sacrifice. It's a living sacrifice. You can either go by yourself down one side and have nothing at all, just be alone, or put other people there down that road. What a shame that people do that stuff. Or you can go ahead and accept the rose that has the thorns on it and appreciate the roses, because you're going to come up higher by handling it with wisdom and bringing grace into the earth and being happy. I mean, this fox really, the divine really been having that thing come out lately. I mean, it has come out so much. I really feel like I'm speaking to somebody that is like a news anchor. I don't know. So, this has been happening for a long time, secretly. Something's been, well, this is secret energy. Whatever that means, for whoever's going through something secretly, or you're the person who's being the fox, or you're the person who's cutting the sickle and putting danger and making a trap to break people up. But here comes the cross that's already had the ultimate sacrifice to get rid of the fox. Because when the fox comes, you've learned how to handle the rose now. And there's one higher than that freaking fox. Your end is going to be better than your beginning if you've learned the lesson. What else do you want to bring out here, Jehovah? I inquire at your hand. I'm hearing that guns and roses. Every rose has its thorn, right? My family now sees the truth. We can't see it unless you've been poked a couple of times. We got medical stuff. This is surgery here with the sickle, has a meaning of surgery. Case closed and over the X. And Jehovah says to talk today. Well, he also stated that it was time to make a move or something like that today. Well, you got some explaining to do. And there's been drugs involved in some of your situations, and something at a pond, and we had something at a lake that took place in the other reading. And when we're apart, I'm sad. Yes. Yes. Somebody's at a crossroad today to speak about the medical issues, to speak about the death, the sacrifices, the cunning behavior, the employment, the trap, okay? The FBI jobs and all of that, okay? People do know what to do. They really do. Especially if you got this kind of energy running through you. This is intelligent energy with the fox. It's just cunning. If you're trying to trap those who trap in an upright fashion, then this fox is positive. And it's fortunate. It really is. It really is fortunate. This go back to family stuff, really. If I want to take the vibration of all that. It does go back to the truth. Really does. I'm just going to leave this here. You guys can do with it what you want. This is what come out of my spirit about these cards. Okay? So there's a key here. You're either going to open the door or shut the door. And some people need to open the door, talk about some things, explain some things that took place, and then take the key and shut the door and lock it away. And we know it's there, and we've got closure on some things. And some people need to open the door and leave the door open to some things as well. What part of this rose are you connecting with? Some people are cutting something completely away because some people weren't even supposed to be there. They weren't supposed to stay. Some people are supposed to come in and hold the rose, and understanding now with that rose how to truly hold it and smell it even when it's going through really tough, prickly things. Because we got knowledge. The key goes back to knowledge. Okay? Clues about how to navigate through something. Okay? And there's the clover. And that's positive. That's good luck. That's fortune. That's rewards. Okay, that's longevity, people. That's hope. That's optimism. And that definitely is something very fortunate here. And it's also a risk. But it ain't a risk if you know what you're getting into and you have high volume wisdom to trap those who want to trap along the way. Decisions. It's time to speak today. The divine says so. Shalom.